talking about cancer, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that all of us here know, we hear before about cancer. But have you ever asked ourselves whether we are truly and thoroughly understand what this means by cancer here? What is cancer and why cancer is happening again and again today, despite the advancements of science and medical treatments that we have here today, yeah, up to today. But why cancer still is happening? Yeah? Let us go through all these slides today, which I would like to bring to all of you, so that we can completely understand what is cancer. Through understanding, then only we can have full control in ourselves to fight against cancer. We don't want to be attacked by cancer, but we want to attack cancer back. Yeah? So that is my objective today for this presentation. Everybody is actually part and parcel, actually relate or involved in cancer as well. I do believe that each of our family, one of the family or extended family, will have one or two who has survived or who actually lost their life to cancer. For my family, it's more than 5. Yeah, so it's quite common. Why is that so? Let's continue. Look at the statistic here. So back in 2008, what you have is every year we have 12.7 million. It's about 13 million. But look at year 2030, it's going to raise up to 21 million of new cases. So it's keep on increasing. Yeah, why, and why? Yeah, look at the total death. By in 2008, we can see 7.6, but by 2030, it goes to reach up to 13.2 million cancer deaths. That's a lot, right? Yeah, that's a lot. So we really have to understand, yeah, the basic sizes of this cancer. Then we know. Then we would know how to control and try to reduce the incidence of cancer. I'm so sorry, I'm running out the battery of this pointer, so I can't really point that. Okay, good. Right, let us continue. So in Malaysia, this is what we have so far, and this is what we currently know. 1 in 4 people will get cancer, but the statistic has already shown to us now no longer 1 in 4. It is 1 in 3 now, the latest statistic. So just imagine in this group here, we counted how many of people here. We multiply with this figure. So how many of us that would maybe one day will have this? Yeah, just imagine that. Yeah. Right. So back to the basic science here. This is the human body. And touching about cancer, cancer can happen anywhere because it's actually built up from a basic cell. Cell is a basic component to build up our whole body. So you name it anywhere, the tissue or wherever, we have cancer. We have breast cancer, we have eye cancer, we have nose cancer. My father is a survivor for nose cancer. My aunt lost her life due to breast cancer and bone cancer. And my niece also suffered breast cancer at the age of 16. I don't know when it's my turn. I prepared, that's why I understand this. I have no fear because I understand what is cancer and know how to control things like that, yeah? So look at that, and we are fear of all this. And my maternal side's extended family, majority of them having brain cancer. Why is that so? I just lost my cousin brother due to colon cancer, and the other one suffering nose cancer. So it's like every day in and out, cancer and cancer and cancer. What is this cancer? Who is this cancer? Any family members of yours actually having or suffering cancer? Yes. Right? Do we need to feel fear? I felt fear when my father first diagnosed with cancer. The fear that I have is we worry about financial support to deal with my father's medical bills. And we actually fear of losing him. But our family, we work together. At the end, we fight against the cancer. And my father also survived through the conventional methods and also herbal treatments until today. And my father now today is 82 years old. He got it at the age of 60, about that. Yeah? Alright, so this is a basic human body. So what I want to say here is that everywhere it can have cancer. Yeah? There's nowhere that you can actually get rid of cancer is if they say we do not really control or regulate our own living lifestyle. Right, so from the body we go down to cancer. This is to the cells, sorry. Alright, so this is a normal structure cell. This is an internal organelle that help and work together to regulate the cell and live or multiply in a very regulated manner so that they can survive and also living as a normal cell. But once this material here that located in the nucleus being mutated, then it might produce abnormal cell at the beginning, and eventually it will become cancer cell. So that is what we worry. So what we want to know is we want to protect this piece of a genes here, genetic here, so that it can behave and act normally. Alright? Okay, so in a normal manner, a normal cell, this is a normal cell, when it is in need of replacement for new cell, they can divide in a proper manner to produce another cell. Yeah? If it is unregulated and they cannot multiply and produce in normal way, they will become abnormal cell and eventually become cancer cell. Why I say abnormal cell first? Abnormal cell doesn't mean it is cancer cell. But once they've gone through a prolonged period of mutations, then only they will become cancerous cells. So this is what we want to learn. Alright. So this is very important. This is the genes, the chromosome that we have, 23 pairs of chromosome that indicate, yeah, from the human being, yeah. So this is a genes that we need to protect them, because anything that happen at this chromosome of the genes, you will have the abnormal cell later on. Okay. So what I would like to highlight here, everything that we found in the body, the proteins that produced by cell, the skin color, our eye color, how we behave, all this actually determined by genes. So these are genes that eventually will make up a lot of different types of proteins, and the proteins that form our body. So what we want to know is this part that we want to do protections. If not here, then we have to protect this part. Yeah. So this is what we want to know. So the basic science here is that as long as we have a normal cell and have a normal functions of proteins that produced by cell, then our cell will live normally and we will have a complete healthy tissue, eventually healthy organ, and a healthy human being. Yeah? Alright. Let us continue. So what is normal cell? I want to present to all of you here a short video clip to understand what is normal cell, how do they behave, and how do they work within the cell. As I showed you just now, all the organelles like found inside the cell, they are communicating, they are working together to execute their activities daily so that they can live normally. Yeah? Alright. Off the mic here. that was normal cell. So what I would like to relate is, in a family we have parents, we have kids, maybe we have grandparents, and each of us have our own activity and functions and carry out our daily job every day in a very organized and harmonized way, isn't it? Right, in cell also, inside the cell they have many compartments, they have many organelles, and each of them are working very harmonized in a very organized manner so that they can carry out their work every day, every minute, every second. Like right now, when you are listening to me, you are thinking. Your brain cells are actually working very hard, like what you have seen in the video just now. Your heart pumping, you are breathing, your lung tissue actually working hard right now. Your eye, look at me, your eyes are also doing all this. Very complex, but yet they are very well organized. So all these are daily activity by the cell and also by we human as a family member. But what we worry is one day is the enemy comes and disturb our family. Then we will be panicking and we will be disturbed and attacked right now. So this is the time the cell, they work very hard to protect themselves so that they are not attacked by any external factors. So we right now, what we need to do is, we have to work hard to protect our body, to protect ourselves, so that our cells, C-E-L-L, so that they are not attacked by any external factor or internal factor that they can destroy their daily work. And they are targeting at the genetic level. I hope you understand. Yeah? Okay, not too deep. Okay, good. So that is normal cell and also the abnormal cell. Right? So now we go to, once the normal cell being mutated, become abnormal, they will acquire for a prolonged period, time, and they change to cancer cell. Look at this picture here. I want all of us here to look at this picture and remember forever. So here, sorry, I'm not very good in using this. So this is a diagram showing that from a single normal cell here, become abnormal cell here due to genetic mutation. Only one single cell. At this moment, we can't detect it easily, but if we take care of body, our body system can actually get rid or remove this cell here. But if we do not take care of cell, our healthy status, then this cell may have the opportunity to multiply and become bigger and become more, the tumor mass will become larger. So look at this. This is a cell become abnormal. If you leave it for about 10 years to form this lump or this mass of cell, it may take up to 5-10 years. It's not easy for cancer cell to form. Right here. So they form a lump here, they become hyperplasia, meaning that a group of cells that grow without controllable, unregulated, not controlled, but it yet to be cancerous cells here. Yeah, here. So at this moment, sometimes we feel a lump here and there. Is that tumor? So we have to consult doctor. And doctor will have a check on us whether it is a tumor or not. If they say the doctors realize that this is abnormal cell, they may advise you to remove this B-soft cell here completely, so that early detection you can remove cancer cell, you are safe. So this is what we want, that we don't want to wait until this stage here, which is very hard to control them. So another 10 years, they become dysplasia here, and they become more aggressive. They are no longer soft, gentle, but they are more aggressive. They are trying to attack us. And now, another 10 years, they become cancer. That's why when people started to find that they have cancer, normally they at the like 40 and above, 60 and above, or 70, 80 above. Hardly you have it diagnosed in the early stage, unless certain cancer belongs to teenager, like brain tumor and bone tumor are more belonging to children, as for children cancer, pediatric cancer, things like that. So from here to here, they may take up to 20, 30, 40 years, depend on your body conditions, things like that. So once they have this, then there is opportunity for them to move to another part of cancer. I think we have heard that, previously 10 years ago, we have my aunt, for example, 10 years ago, she had breast cancer, and 15 years later, she has bone cancer. This is the the breast cancer that migrate through the whole body and they retain in bone and they form bone cancer. That is secondary cancer. Yeah, so this is what happening. So this is tumor, they can move, they can migrate to other parts of the body. Alright, so now I want all of us here to compare the normal cell and also the abnormal cell. How do they divide? What are the differences between both of them? Yeah? Right, can you see that now? Which one goes faster? Cancer cell. Which one is more regulated? Form very nicely organized. Normal cell. So this is how they grow very, very fast. So sometimes people ask, for cancer patients, should we give them more nutrient or not? That's a very critical question. Should we give or should we not? Should we give ginseng? Should we give more proteins? Or shall we starve the cancer patients? That is a critical question. A lot of people are asking. So we have to think of this so that we know how to manage cancer patients. Alright, so look at the microscopic level of this cancer and tissue. So this is a layer of tissue. This is a layer of tissue cell that we have. This is normal tissue, normal cell. They align properly in a very organized form. This is cancer cell. And why cancer cell? They can migrate because cancer cell can produce their own enzymes, act as a scissors, and cut around the surrounding tissue so that they can move around. Like for example, this is wall, right? It's a cell. I'm cancerous cells. I ask my cell to produce enzyme as a scissors, a knife, I cut through the wall so that it can move across and then migrate around. So that is a capability that cancer acquired. Why they have these things? So they are self-sustained. Whatever that they need, they'll produce by themselves and they move around. So that is a part that we need to understand thoroughly so that we can control cancer. Right? So once they move around from surrounding tissue, this is a tumor mass here, and wonderful. As I mentioned just now, cancer cell can do whatever they like, right? So this is a tumor mass here. In order for them to migrate fast to other parts of the body, they need to build their own blood vessel. Look at this. This is a normal blood vessel. When cancer tumor mass here form, they will form more blood vessels surrounding, so that they will allow all these cancer cells going through all these blood vessels and travel around the body system, and wherever they want to go, they just go until they retain at certain area that they form secondary cancer. Yeah. So what we need to do at this moment, at early stage, we want to diagnose this and remove all this completely. We don't want to wait until this moment, which is part of the cancer cell already escaped from the primary sites and move to other parts of the body. So this is increase the difficulty for treatments, any kind of treatments. Right. So here I'm going to give you present to you another video clips to see how they migrate. The cell migrate through a blood vessel.
Spread of tumors to distant locations is of great importance in cancer. About 90% of the deaths due to cancer involve tumors that have spread around the body. The movement of tumor cells to other parts of the body is known as metastasis. Metastasis is a complex process during which cancer cells break off of the original or primary tumor and move through the body to form tumors at new locations. From the point of view of a cancer cell, this is a dangerous and often unsuccessful process. A trip through the body is full of hazards that cause the death of most cells that begin the journey, even tough cancer cells. To begin the process, individual cells must break away from the tumor and invade nearby vessels. The cells crawl along the surface of other cells and the fibrous, stringy structure surrounding them, and then force their way in. Shown here is the invasion of the blood supply. Once inside a blood vessel, the cancer cells may perish from a variety of causes. Some cells die simply because they are unable to survive floating around in the bloodstream. Others may become damaged and die when they squeeze through tight spaces or bump into the walls of the blood vessels. Still, other migrating cells may be recognized and destroyed by cells of the immune system. How and where the migrating cells stop is different for different cancer types. Once the tumor cells are no longer moving, they can begin the process of forming a new tumor by leaving the blood vessel and beginning to reproduce in the new location. This does not always occur, and cells that have made it this far may still die or fail to divide. If the new environment is suitable, the newly arrived cell will begin to grow and a new tumor will develop.
Okay, can you see this or not? They are smart. So what we need to do is, our target is, we want to stop them from migrating. We want to control them locally, localized cancer. That will be having higher chances of treatment. Yeah? If once they migrate and they have a greater chance to live, then it's quite difficult. Okay? Alright. So that is the basic science of tumor cell, cancer cell. So have you have a great, probably a nice picture and also a clear understanding about cancer now? Yeah, from primary until secondary and metastasis. Right, so now the rest of slides here, I'm going to show you different types of cancers that we have. You name it, we have it. But one, so far, there's one that very less or little on, not really heard of is heart cancer. Why is that so? But never mind, let's go through this. The higher chances or high percentage is lung cancer, breast cancer, colorectal, stomach, and liver. So this is top 5 cancer killer among all regions or the global view of this cancer by the number. This is breast cancer. This is how it looks like. Normally this is, oh sorry. Okay, normally this is advanced stages already. Right? Okay. This is also another case of breast cancer. Followed with cervical cancer. This is a heart that always suffering, and normally this is happening for younger female. Yeah. This is how it looks like. This is cervical cancer. And this is how they need to remove them. They remove completely the uterus, the whole complete organ. And this is uterine cancer. It's different from cervical cancer here, but this is uterine cancer around the uterus. This is how they look like. Yeah. Uterine cancer. It's like the size of a newborn baby. Sometimes. Ovarian cancer. Now come to brain tumor or brain cancer. So this is the part of tumor. Scalp cancer. Eye cancer. The other type of eye cancer. This is quite mild. They are more advanced and more clinical, yeah, and terminal. Lip cancer. Tumor on hand. Bone cancer. Mainly happen in children. Colon cancer. Colon cancer, it happens in between, yeah, the colon. Look at this. This is what happened early stage until the tumor growth, they reach certain size and they block the passage of our, if you want to pass motion, it will block all this. Huh? This is how it looks like internally. And this is how they perform the surgery to remove colon cancer. This is terminal, final. This is advanced. Liver cancer, lung cancer, stomach, which is here, yeah? This is how it looks like, the actual stomach cancer. Lymphoma, also young kids and children happening. Skin lymphoma, skin cancer, and this is for men. Yeah. So by looking at the photo, it looks very scary. But I'm not trying to scare everybody, but I just want to bring the fact that if you do not take care of ourselves today, our responsibility to take care of ourselves, that will be the consequences that we might face one day. And we don't want to face this. We really don't want to face this because it creates burdens to the family, to the nations, to the world as well. We don't want that to happen. And it is good that we begin at young age, taking care of our health. Yeah. So look at this cancer causing factor. Are we having this problem daily? This one. Lack of sleep. Lack of rest. I think majority of us, I also lack of rest. I have to steal time to take nap and sleep. But I have a very good habit. No matter how, by 10, I must go to bed. No matter how tomorrow I have any urgency whatsoever, by 10, I'll just do so. I'll sleep. I make sure that I sleep well. I can get out at 3 or 4 to do my work. Yeah? How about the air, climate, things like that? Do you think our air now clean? No. How about this? Watching TV? Yeah, God. Stress because of work. Stress out. Who never stress out? All of us stress out, right? We have to control the level of stress that we have. If we cannot perform, just tell your boss, I can't perform. I don't want to work under stress. Just tell your boss. And ask the boss to divide the job. If not, you will always be the one that's stressed out. And eventually, you will collapse. And who's going to take care of you? It's a very good point here when people pointed to me. You work very hard for the company. Yeah? And eventually, under stress, you collapse. Will the company send someone to replace you? Your sickness? You're sick. Can someone replace your sickness? Can someone take away your sickness? Even your boss also cannot, right? So what must we do now? Be smart and say no to the boss. The record. But then that is reality, right or not? It's reality. Even to the family. Family requirement. Female, you will be a good mom, daughter-in-law, good wife, and working. Who else that serve us? Sometimes I could tell my husband, hey, I need rest. I can't serve you. You serve me now. Your turn to serve me. You have to negotiate, right? So that we don't want to be under stress. This one, everywhere, we can see. Drugs, sunlight, UV light, things like that, yeah? And drinking not healthy water. Well, how about this? I'm not looking at this, but look at this. Do we, ask ourselves, do we eat healthily every day? No. Who eat 5 colors of vegetable a day, fruits? No, right? 1 color, 1 type? Yes, good. At least you got 1 color, yeah? At least you have that. And some is because of genetic problem, things like that, and also some infectious disease, virus, bacteria that can cause cancer. Look at that, the factor that causing cancers is a lot. So who do you think that should be responsible for all this? Ourselves, right? Can we blame climate, weather? No, huh? Okay, good. Let's continue. So what I want to tell is, 40 years ago, the US president says that they declare they want to fight, have war with cancer. They have this ambition, like, I want to fight cancer, I'm going to stop cancer completely. But what happened after 40 years today? He failed, right? Completely. Can't do anything. Cancer, you're fighting. War with cancer still carry on. Isn't it? We still fight with cancer. And why we are not smarter than cancer? That we need to fight cancer. Why cancer is so smart? One of the things that they have, they actually can overrule us, human. Yeah? So let's continue to explore why. Okay. So here, the reason why is that from a normal cell to reach abnormal cell become cancerous cells, they take very longer time, 30 to 40 years. So at this early stage, it's hardly for us to detect. Yeah, we do not know. By the time we detected, yeah, it's already in the advanced stages. And we do not know, like, at early this stage here, a lot of things happen. Multiple genetic mutations, they going through multiple pathway. I'll give you an example. If you want to go to Penang, you can go by car, you can go by flight, you can go by train, even can go by ship also, right? So for cancer also, if you block cancer by using highway, they go airway. You attack airway, they go train. So they keep on changing, they find their way to survive. So their survival rate or ability is very, very high. That's why I mentioned here, involve multiple signaling pathway and multiple genetic mutation as well. So this is what happening here. So at this stage here, if we live healthily, eat healthily, maintain our health properly, we can actually revert back those abnormal cells, going to be cancer cell, back to normal cell. Yeah, once an abnormal cell become abnormal cell, at this stage here, we can actually revert them. One of the method is eat healthy food, meaning that take more colorful vegetables and fruits because they have this active phytochemical, the chemical that produced by plant, they have the ability to stop the cancer, kill the cancer, or revert the cancer cell back to normal. Right. So that is why we cannot control cancer in a very controlled manner. Yeah. So we have to learn that. So at this stage, what are the best strategy to reduce cancer? I'm not going to say that I'm going to stop cancer here. We learn the mistake from the president. We can't really kill cancer, but we can only reduce cancer. Let's move on. So this is a strategy that recommended by them on the Nature Review Cancer, published in 2009. We must do early detections as early as we could. So we have to do body checkup every year. Everybody have to do blood tests, body checkup, so that we can detect early. And we have markers, some cancer marker that can tell us what the potential cancer that we might get later on. And also depend on the family history records, things like that. Then, early detection, we have prevention. We don't want to get it first, we prevent it. So live healthily, eat healthily, then we will prevent cancer. If these two we can't do anymore, then we have to go for treatment. Yeah. Once we diagnose that we have, then we have to go for treatment. Don't feel fear. Just have to go, be brave and go for treatment. And pick the right treatment strategy. Get advice from physicians. Discuss with them what are the best way to do that. Yeah? Then only we can reduce cancer. Alright. Early detections, very simple. Be aware of symptom body changes. Like breast cancer, you feel like how come it's like off balance? One big, one small? Yeah? Please consult doctor. As I mentioned just now, my niece, when she was young and still growing up, she thought that she actually having growing as teenager normal, the increase in size of her breast. But unfortunately, it is breast tumor. She didn't realize it. And until the stage that she feel pain, then only she consult doctor, then realize that. And she has to completely remove her at a very young age. Right? Following screening and checkup for tumor marker or scanning every year, make an effort. Advice from a doctor, discuss with doctor. Preventions. So always we say that prevention is better, yeah, than cure. Healthy lifestyle and diet. Yeah? We must have a good diet, healthy lifestyle. So do we have this every day? No, but we try, yeah? Exercise 30 to 45 minutes, 5 days a week. Exercise, not good. Who else? The rest, no. Yeah, do. How about the rest? You're not exercising every day? Increase the chances of 1 in 3. Yeah. Yeah, so remember, we must exercise, get enough sleep. This is what we want, get enough sleep, so that we can restore energy, also health of our brain, yeah? And detoxification. Rest enough to get these detoxifications for our body. So this is what you want, right? So when you're under stress, a lot of work given by your boss, this is what I do. I'll do it tomorrow. You give me a deadline, I'll take the deadline. On the deadline, I give it to you. I need time for my rest. I cannot always catch up the deadline for you, right? Okay? Exercise, swimming, relaxing holiday. You know, sometimes go for some camp or whatever that you calm your mind, calm your body, things like that. We need all this. Despite working very, very hard, we have to make our schedule, make appointment for ourselves to have this. I make an effort that if could, once a month or maybe 2 months once, I'll go for a good, nice massage. Make myself feel good. If not, I'll be under stress. And nobody can replace me if I fall sick, truly speaking. Yeah? So this is what we need to do. I learn swimming. Last time I always sang, but now at least I can float, but never move forward. You know? I fear of water. Yeah, always sang. But now, floating, no move, but it's okay. At least I'm in the swimming pool with my kids. And my kids all laugh at me. They are better than me now. Okay, this is what I make effort to eat as much as possible a day. Try, if we could. And this is what I want to tell. All this I've done my research on these plants. All these fruits, vegetables, things like that. Ginger, we have curcumin. Curcumin, yeah, turmeric, we have curcumin. That it has anti-cancer. Chili, I eat a lot of fresh chili. I eat a lot. Ginger, I also eat. Green tea, I drink. But for people like me, reaching old age, we can't drink too much of tea. It's not good also. Soya bean, I eat this fresh soya bean, and steam, things like that. Tomato, grapes, honey, garlic, cabbage, and broccoli. I make sure that I will have this, 1 of them or 2 of them per day, and continuous. And because of my understanding about cancer, I convert myself into vegetarian. Because my understanding and fear of all this, I'm actually avoid eating meat. I'm a vegetarian currently. I practice vegetarian. So this is what happened. Yeah. So we need to have this, and all this already known and well studied for anti-cancer property. Capsaicin, This is the chili. Capsaicin is anti-tumor. It can revert the normal cell, abnormal cell to a normal cell, and they have the capability. All right. So do you want to plan to have all this a day? Yes, good, good. Right. So what is the aims of treatment? In early stage of malignancy, if we get cancer at the early stage, we seek for recovery. We want to recover. In late stage of malignancy, we want to extend our life expectancy. It's hard to completely cure, but we want to extend our life, healthy lifestyle. If they say we acquired cancer, yeah, that's our objective. So treatment method, this is conventional treatment method. We have a conventional medicines, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, surgery. So my father, he went through first radiotherapy, and we were asked to go to chemotherapy, but we worried at the time. So we don't want to go for chemotherapy. We go straight to surgery, and we go for other treatment, which is we practice herbal treatment, the traditional Chinese medicines, which is my maternal grandfather is a Chinese physician, and he has this Chinese prescriptions. We use that for treating my father, and my father still survived until now.